Beverages. That word sounds simple, but it covers almost everything humans drink. Water, tea, coffee, juice, soda, beer, energy drinks, traditional drinks, even that strange bright blue fizzy drink that looks like it was invented by a cartoon scientist. But here's the funny part. Most drinks did not start as fun. They started because humans needed to survive. Then we wanted taste, then we wanted energy, then we wanted culture. Then we wanted bubbles. And now every country has its own drink habits, names, flavors, and favorites. Some people say soda, some say pop, some say soft drink, some say fizzy drink, some say minerals, some say cool drink, some even say juice. Same family, different accent. So let's break down the different types of beverages, how they evolved, and why the world drinks so many different things today.
The first beverage was the simplest one, water. No logo, no bottle, no flavor, no limited edition tropical berry thunderstorm, just water. For early humans, water was not a choice, it was life. You drank water because your body needed it. That was the whole deal. But there was one problem. Clean water was not always easy to find. Rivers could be dirty, standing water could make people sick, so humans had to learn how to find, store, and protect water. They built wells, they collected rain, they used clay pots. They learned that boiling water could make it safer. And this is where beverages slowly started to evolve. Because once humans had water, the next question was obvious. Can we make this better? That one question gave us almost every drink we know today. Tea is water with leaves. Coffee is water with roasted beans. Juice is water inside fruit. Soda is water with bubbles, sugar, and flavor. Beer is water with grain and fermentation. Traditional drinks are water mixed with local plants, spices, fruits, milk, or grains. So even though water looks plain, it is the base of almost everything. Water is the quiet boss of the beverage world. It does not shout, it just runs the place. But humans did not stop at water. The next stage was adding flavor, and the easiest flavor source was nature: fruits, herbs, roots, flowers, grains, and honey. This gave rise to early traditional drinks. People squeezed fruit, they soaked plants in water, they used herbs for taste and health, they mixed honey with water, they made simple drinks from whatever grew around them. This is why traditional drinks are so different from place to place. People used what they had. In West Africa, hibiscus drinks like zobo became popular. In India, drinks like lassi, chai, and nimbu pani became part of daily life. In Latin America, aguas frescas, mate, and fruit drinks became common. In East Asia, tea, soy milk, barley tea, and herbal drinks became part of culture. These drinks were not created in a lab. They came from homes, farms, markets, families, and local habits. That is why traditional drinks feel different. They carry memory. A bottle of soda can become popular worldwide, but a traditional drink often feels like someone's childhood in a cup. Then came one of the biggest changes in beverage history: fermentation. Fermentation is when natural microorganisms change sugar into new substances. That sounds like a science class trying to ruin your day. So here's the simple version. Food or drink sits for a while, natural reactions happen, the taste changes, sometimes bubbles appear, sometimes alcohol appears, and ancient humans probably discovered it by accident. Imagine leaving fruit, grain, or honey water alone for too long. Then one day it starts bubbling. Someone looks at it and says, "That looks suspicious." Then another person says, "I'll taste it." And that is how humans are. Curious first, safe later. Fermented beverages became important in many old societies. They were linked to farming, gatherings, rituals, and adult social life. Beer became one of the famous fermented drinks. Wine came from grapes. Other cultures made fermented drinks from rice, milk, palm sap, grains, and fruits. This does not mean everyone should drink alcohol. Alcohol is for adults, and different countries have different laws.
But historically, fermented drinks played a major role in beverage evolution. They showed humans that drinks could transform. A drink could change over time. It could become stronger. It could become social. It could become part of tradition. So beverages moved from survival to culture.
Then came tea. Tea changed the world because it made hot water interesting. At its simplest, tea is leaves or herbs placed in hot water. That is it. But somehow, this simple idea became one of the most important drink habits on Earth. Tea became important in China. It spread across Asia. It became part of Japanese ritual. It became a daily habit in Britain and Ireland. It became chai in India. It became mint tea in North Africa. It became strong black tea in Turkey. And in many homes, tea became the drink you offer someone before you even know why they came to visit. Tea is powerful because it fits many moods. You can drink tea when you are tired, when you are cold, when you are sick, when guests arrive, when family gathers, when you want to relax, or when you just want to hold a warm cup and act like your life is under control. Tea also shows how one beverage can change across regions. In one country, tea is plain. In another, it has milk. In another, it has mint. In another, it has spices. In another, it is iced and sweet. Same base, different culture. That is beverage evolution in one cup.
Then, coffee entered the story. Coffee is the beverage that looked at tired humans and said, "I can fix you." Maybe not fully, but at least until lunch. Coffee came from roasted coffee beans brewed with water. Its history is strongly linked to Ethiopia and Yemen, and later it spread into the Middle East, Europe, and the rest of the world. Coffee became popular because it gave people alertness. Tea can wake you up too, but coffee came in with more attitude. Coffee houses became places where people talked, argued, traded news, made deals, and shared ideas. So coffee was not just a drink, it became a social engine. Today, coffee has many forms: espresso, cappuccino, Turkish coffee, Ethiopian coffee, Vietnamese iced coffee, instant coffee, cold brew, iced lattes, and those giant sweet drinks that are basically milkshake cousins wearing business clothes. Coffee shows another stage in beverage evolution. Drinks were no longer just about thirst. They became part of work, productivity, morning routines, study sessions, dates, meetings, and pretending you are not tired when you are clearly tired.
Then came juice. Juice is one of the easiest beverages to understand. Fruit tastes good. Fruit has liquid. Humans squeezed the fruit. Boom! Juice. But juice became popular because it feels natural, colorful, and refreshing. Orange juice became linked to breakfast in many places. Apple juice became common for children. Mango, pineapple, guava, grape, cranberry, and mixed fruit juices became popular across different countries. Fresh juice is common in warm regions because it fits the weather. Hot day, cold fruit drink, instant peace. But juice also has a catch. Some packaged juices have a lot of sugar. Some are closer to sweet drinks than fresh fruit. So juice has two sides. It can be fresh and simple, or it can be heavily processed and packed like a soft drink. That is another part of beverage evolution. As drinks became commercial, they changed. They became easier to store, easier to ship, easier to sell, but sometimes less close to the original thing.
Then came soda, or pop, or soft drink, or fizzy drink, or minerals, or cool drink, or juice, depending on where you live. This is where the bubbles took over. Soda started with carbonated water. That means water with carbon dioxide gas added to it. In plain words, bubbles. At first, fizzy water was linked to mineral water and health beliefs. People were interested in natural bubbling springs. Then humans did what humans always do.
They added flavor, then sugar, then branding, then bottles, then cans, then global marketing, and suddenly soda became one of the most famous beverage types in the world. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Fanta, Sprite, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, Irn Brew, Jarritos, Ramune, Inca Cola. Every country started having its own fizzy favorites. Soda became popular because it hits differently. The sweetness gives flavor. The coldness refreshes you. The bubbles make it feel alive. Flat, sweet water is just sad, but add fizz and suddenly the drink has a personality. That is why carbonated drinks spread so far. They're fun. They're easy to brand. They can carry almost any flavor. Cola, orange, lemon lime, grape, cream soda, ginger ale, root beer, guaraná, melon, lychee, apple, peach, even mystery flavors that taste like someone lost a bet in a candy factory. But soda also shows the modern problem with beverages. Too much sugar became a concern, so brands made diet sodas, then zero-sugar sodas, then caffeine-free versions, then natural sodas, then prebiotic sodas, then functional sodas. Now the soda aisle looks like a science fair with bubbles. And that leads to the next type of beverage. Functional drinks. Functional drinks are drinks that promise to do something extra. Energy drinks promise alertness, sports drinks promise hydration support, prebiotic drinks promise gut support, protein drinks promise nutrition, vitamin waters promise added vitamins, kombucha promises fermentation benefits. Some of these drinks can be useful, some are mostly marketing with a shiny label, but they became popular because modern consumers want drinks that do more than taste good. People now ask, will this wake me up? Will this help after exercise? Is it low sugar? Does it have vitamins? Is it natural? Is it good for my gut? Is the can pretty enough for Instagram? That last one is not science, but let's not pretend it does not matter. Energy drinks especially became huge because they fit modern life. Students use them, gamers use them, workers use them, drivers use them. People drink them when sleep is losing the fight. But they also need caution because of caffeine and sugar. That is why beverage evolution is not always about new equals better. Sometimes new drinks solve a problem. Sometimes they create a new one. Now let's zoom out, because different regions have different beverage kings. In East Asia, tea is massive, but there's also canned coffee, milk tea, soy drinks, yogurt drinks, and wild limited edition sodas. Japan especially treats vending machines like beverage treasure chests. You can find hot coffee, cold tea, melon soda, ramen, and drinks that looked like they were invented during a dream. In South Asia, chai is a giant. India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and nearby regions have deep tea cultures. You also see lassi, sugarcane juice, lemon drinks, and many local beverages. In the Middle East and North Africa, tea and coffee are very important. Mint tea, strong coffee, laban, jalab, and fruit drinks all have their place. Hospitality matters here. A drink is often more than refreshment. It is a welcome. In Europe, tea, coffee, mineral water, beer culture, wine culture, soft drinks, and regional drinks all sit side by side. The UK loves tea and fizzy drinks. Ireland has tea, minerals, and stout culture. Germany is famous for beer and sparkling water. Italy is known for espresso and mineral water. Turkey drinks tea like it's a national rhythm. In Africa, beverage culture is wide. You have tea, coffee, hibiscus drinks, ginger drinks, malt drinks, fruit juices, soft drinks, and cool drinks.
In Nigeria, zobo and malt drinks are easy examples. In South Africa, the phrase cool drink is part of everyday speech. In Latin America, fruit drinks shine. Aguas frescas, horchata, mate, guaraná drinks, coffee, coconut water, and regional sodas all play major roles. In Mexico, Jarritos and aguas frescas. In Brazil, has guaraná. In Argentina and Uruguay, have mate. In Peru, has Inca Cola and chicha morada. In North America, Coffee, soda, bottled water, iced tea, sports drinks, and energy drinks are huge. The United States helped turn soda into a global culture machine. Coke versus Pepsi alone could start a family debate at dinner. In Australia and New Zealand, coffee culture is strong. Tea is still present. Soft drinks, energy drinks, bottled water, and flavored milk are also popular. And yes, the normal term there is often soft drink, not soda. So what does all this show? Beverages evolved in layers. The first layer was survival. That was water. The second layer was taste. That was fruit, herbs, plants, and natural mixtures. The third layer was transformation. That was fermentation. The fourth layer was ritual. That was tea. The fifth layer was energy. That was coffee. The sixth layer was refreshment. That was juice and cold traditional drinks. The seventh layer was excitement. That was soda and fizzy drinks.
The eighth layer was function. That was energy drinks, sports drinks, prebiotic drinks, and modern wellness beverages. And today, all those layers still exist. People still drink water. People still drink tea. People still drink coffee. People still drink juice. People still drink traditional drinks. People still drink soda. And people still chase the newest drink trend like it owes them money. That is why beverages are so interesting. They are not just liquids. They are history. They are culture. They are habit. They are comfort. They are marketing. They are science. And sometimes they are just something cold that saves you from a hot afternoon. So the evolution of beverages is really the story of humans trying to solve one simple problem. We need to drink, and then turning that problem into thousands of flavors across the planet. From water to tea, from coffee to juice, from beer to malt drinks, from soda to energy drinks, from fizzy drinks to cool drinks, from minerals to soft drinks. Every beverage has a reason it exists.
Some were made for survival. Some were made for energy. Some were made for celebration. Some were made for culture. And some were made because a soda company woke up one day and said, "What if cola tasted like vanilla, cherry, mango, and pure confusion?" And somehow we bought it. So here's the question. What is the most popular beverage where you live? Tea? Coffee? Soda? Pop? Fizzy drink? Minerals? Cool drink? Juice? Zobo? Malt? Chai? Mate? Drop it in the comments because Pop Soda Central is building the global map of what the world drinks. And subscribe so your favorite flavor never goes flat.